Hello everyone, this is Joseph Propati. I'm the designer of Dungeon Hack, the dice game, and this is going to be another one of my instructional videos for Dungeon Hack. Just so, like I said in the last video, or in previous videos, I'm putting these instructional videos together not as full playthroughs, they're just really to give you examples of how certain functions or actions or mechanics work in different parts of the game. So you can now go to each individual video and just kind of get a brush up or watch how these, like monster attacks or spell casting or moving in dungeons or doors or any of these things, dealing with traps. They'll be very specific short videos just to cover those topics. So in this topic, I'm going to be covering initiative and how initiative works in combat, because I've been having a lot of questions on, how does initiative work? What do you roll? Who goes first? That's what this video is going to do. It's going to explain just how initiative works when going into combat with monsters. So to start this video, I've already got a game that's kind of mid-stream, and what I'll do is I'm going to start a turn. I'm going to move into a new section of the dungeon. This new one will be a quarter. So we draw our quarter card, and we move our little meeple for our group, and we see what's available in that dungeon. So we have a trap, so we immediately draw a trap card, and this is kind of close for the video, but so we have a trap card, we have two monsters, so we draw our monsters. We got a Cobalt Bowman and a Dark Mantle. We also have a treasure, but we don't show what the treasure is until after everything is cleared out. So there's no doors because you don't see a door icon, so that's all that's involved in this turn in this section of the dungeon for a quarter. So let's start. So the way initiative works for monsters is once you roll your attack dice, your action dice, if any of those action dice can produce damage, you immediately have to roll for initiative. If any of the dice that you roll are regular actions that don't produce damage, the monsters automatically get first attack because you can't cause damage. So that's the way it works. You have two options to know how initiative is going to be started. We take our 10 dice at the start of the turn, go ahead and roll them, see what the results are. Okay, so first off, we always take our camp and our random monsters, since those are locked, and put those on first. Well, I got two camp right away, so we're going to be healing 2 at the end of this turn. And then we have 2 of the cleric blessing dice, which 2 would allow us to re-roll 2 dice, any 2 unlocked dice. So right now, if there's any dice that I want to roll, sure enough, they can't be anything that's in the regroup, just what I haven't used or locked as an action, and you can't use them to re-roll these blessing dice. So what else we have? So we'll put our thief, wizard, we got a spell book, 2, 3 of the swords. Okay, so we know we can cause damage because we can do at least 3 damage with these 3 swords. So we have to roll initiative. And the way initiative works is you look at the level of the monster and roll a d6. If that monster rolls equal to or less than his level, they have initiative. And you roll a d6 for each monster that's on the board. So since we have 2 monsters and we have to roll initiative, we'll roll 2d6. There's the results. So higher than their levels, no initiative. So they didn't win initiative. I have initiative. I will get to attack first. So a couple things I got to deal with. I have to deal with these 2 monsters. These are not a part of the game. So these 2 monsters and this trap. Now I do have a hood for the thief. I'll place that on here. And this is going to be progressing down until I get that other hood. And we can produce 3 points of damage. Let's see. Now I'm not covering spells right now or spellcast, and that was done in a different video. This is just really initiative and how initiative works. So, and how monsters actually are destroyed and get moved down. So we'll take these 3 damage. We're going to use 2 on the Dark Mantle because it has a special ability, and that's 2 attacks. We have 1, 2. That gets removed. And you'll notice again, I explained that now the new cards have victory points. So the fighter would get the level experience, and then you would get 2 victory points for that monster. So we put this in regroup, and then we have 1 damage. So we move that down 1. That goes to regroup. Hood, need 2 to cause any damage. So we'll put that here, and we could leave this. We're going to re-roll. So now I've done my attacks. And actually I could, these 2 that are here, I'll use my blessing dice and I'll re-roll these. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, good. So, bow and arrow, 1 point of damage. It did work out. So there's my 1 point of damage, and we killed the Cobalt Bowman. We get 2 points of victory points, and we've destroyed all the monsters before they even got a chance to attack, which was great. Now the only thing I'd have to deal with right now for this dungeon room is the poison gas trap, which since this would be the end of this round, this would move down 1. Once this gets down below, frontline characters are poisoned. So one of the frontline characters, and then we'd get into a poison card depending on who's poisoned. But so that's how initiative works. You decide, I roll my action dice. Can I produce any damage? If I can't produce any damage, all monsters get to attack. If I can produce even 1 point of damage, all monsters roll for initiative. Initiative is based on their level, which means each monster rolls a d6. If they roll equal to or less than their level, they win initiative. And each monster that gets initiative, you place an orange cube on their card, and they attack first. Any ones that didn't get it, you leave off. So, and as an example, let's say he rolled a 2, and this one rolled a 4. He would attack first. We'd put that and indicate that he won initiative. He would attack. I would get to attack. Once all my attacks are finished, the Dark Mantle would get to attack. And then that would end that round. Then we would go to another round. We would roll their action dice. If I could produce a point of damage, if I couldn't, you take that at the end of the round, both of them would get to attack. If I could do a point of damage, we'd roll initiative again, and then whenever damage is taken, you just put the damage dice on there, and then each hit of damage brings them down. And once they're off the edge of the board, they're destroyed. So I hope that gave a better idea of how you incorporate initiative with the monsters, how, based on if you can do damage or can't, how that round will go with fighting monsters. So that hopefully explained initiative and combat with monsters. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the comment section under the video. I appreciate it. Thanks.